At Center for Practical Management, we host routine teleconferences with our clients, and the feedback we get from them is that they love our teleconferences. The feedback that they share is that a teleconference that we have with our clients is on time, on point, and really does help the client learn new skills and share their successes and challenges in a meaningful way. I'm going to share some tips and tricks today with you for successful teleconferences. Hopefully, these are things that you'd be able to use as you host teleconferences within your organization. Number one, all of our teleconferences are anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes long. We think that 45-minute mark is really critical because at the top of the hour, people have the next meeting to go to. So don't make them stress about whether or not they can stay on the entire call for this particular meeting. A couple of other things you might keep in mind is that when you're going to do a successful teleconference, it's really great to use a headset. If you're going to put yourself on mute because you need to get away or handle an issue, we always recommend that people drop off the call rather than put us on hold. You know what happens when you put a teleconference on hold. Everybody gets to listen to music or everybody gets to hear about your product and service. So just drop off the call and join when you're able. We can hear when you come back on and it's good with us. One of the other things that we suggest is that we use an agenda. So make sure that you've got a specific agenda. One of the things that makes our agenda special too is that we actually allot a time for each item on the agenda. So we start with sort of an introduction and roll call so we know who's there. And we end with a 5-minute wrap-up that says what the expectation is. What should be the payoff at the end of this call? We also ask our participants to be particularly conscious about interruptions on their end that may make additional noise for others. So we suggest you put a do not disturb note on your door, put up what we call, your screen door so that people can know that you are busy with something and the only time that you should be interrupted during that teleconference is if it's an emergency. We also ask the participants on the teleconference to be sure that they speak loudly and clearly and that they announce their name. In our teleconferences, we actually give bonus points for people who participate. You might consider doing the same thing with your internal teleconferences. Works pretty well. If people announce their name, then we have the opportunity to call on them, give them credit, and let them share what's meaningful. A couple of other things we suggest is that you print all materials and tools in advance. Sometimes I can hear the printer, you guys, in the background. Don't print during the call. Make sure you've got everything laid out and you've printed and you can follow along with the agenda. We also suggest that if you've got multiple people participating in the conference call in the same room, that everybody sit close enough to the speakerphone so that they're going to be able to hear and participate. Oftentimes, if you've got multiple people in the room, someone in that room says something funny. Nobody else on the call can hear it. So you've got to be particularly sensitive to that fact. Those are just a couple of tips and tricks that we thought might be helpful for you as you host teleconferences within your organization. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to Practical Management at www.cf-pm.com. Thank you so much.